I can see that the relationship turned a bit sour. Things didn't work out as well as we intended, and there's been a bit of miscommunication or betrayal, maybe. But something has happened, and this relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be a family member, professional, but at least I can see that doing this reading, I've already done the spread on the table, it's here. There's something that didn't work out quite as well as you intended, and yeah, there's a solution moving forward. Very clearly, the cards are here on the table. We go in details, but I do see that this relationship, you really wanted for it to work. You really wanted your relationships in general to work as planned or beautifully, and in the right same, because you seem to be wanting a lot of your relationships. You really want to put yourself out there. You really want to connect with other people. It's not the kind of relationship or friendship or whatever you have connection you have with that person, but it's not the kind of connection that you just like, oh yeah, I just know that person, we just get along well. No, I do see that you seem to really want to put yourself out there, to have strong relationships, and the fact that something happened and it went a bit sideways seemed to quite affect you, because you put a lot of love and a lot of yourself in this or these relationships. The first card that came about is the Ten of Pentacles. So as kind of what we're saying is that the problem here is you seem to have very strong ideas on how you want things to be in relationships, or your relationship to relationships, how you want things to happen, how you want to connect with other people. And what's beautiful in that is that you really want to have strong, meaningful relationships, communication, conversations. You really want to connect deeply with other people. You want to bring safety in that space. You want to feel very homey and very secure and connected with the other people. And that's why I'm sensing through that card, is because your intention is so strong that it might scare off some other people, or if someone else that you want to connect with and you want to have as a friend or a colleague or is not used to that level of connection, has different past, different ways of doing things, and their parents or their friends were connecting with them a different way, then you approach, you wanting to do a lot, you wanting to create long-term meaningful relationships, might be a bit off-putting, upsetting for some other people, because they might not be as used as you are to connect in these ways. So the result of it, what came out of it, is the Page of Wands came reversed. So because something happened, because of that relationship issue, then of course felt quite upset about the situation, and you're not quite sure how to move forward with. That's why you're watching this video, because you want to find a way to solve this. You want to put yourself out there and connect with the person, like, okay, let's sort this out. What happened there? How do we fix it? What's the issue? Just going into it in details. And the following cards will explain why there hasn't been as much momentum into it as you expected. But that being said, do see that the other person is wanting to reconnect. It's not the kind of reading I'm seeing here where, okay, just let's split ways. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that the person wants to go. I'm not saying that you want to go. I'm saying that I'm seeing that something happened and that created an opportunity for growth, for communication, for building something together. And It's just that right now, because that situation happened, that conflict just happened, then there's just a phase, a small phase where there's a bit of misunderstanding or not knowing exactly how to move forward with this situation and where to put your energy into. If you want to go further details with that or any other questions, private consultations are available in the description. The next card that came about is the Seven of Swords reversed. So what you keep thinking about is that you've had your share of responsibility with that fallout. And you, like most of the time, not always, but most of the time, when there's a problem with a relationship or someone, it's easy to find issues from both parties. Both parties didn't communicate or do things as they should have, or things just turn sour. And what I'm saying on that card here is that if there is someone that said or did something that upset things, it will potentially be more on your side. And that's okay, because now that you are bringing awareness to the situation and put yourself in a position where you are ready to engage yourself in this relationship in new ways, and recognize that, yeah, because you had really strong ideas about how relationships should be, how to connect with other people, how to build strong foundations and long-term connections, then there's something that has felt a bit upsetting, that the other person felt upset about the situation, and there's something upsetting in the air. And I'm sensing like you do recognize that there is some part of responsibility that are here, and how to move forward with the situation in that regard. It's very simple. After the Seven of Swords, we have the Eight of Swords that also came reversed. Is releasing that guilt, letting yourself out of this trap that you set for yourself, of feeling guilty, of feeling that you don't know how to move forward. You feel a bit trapped by the situation, because the way forward is to put yourself out there and saying, okay, I had my share of responsibility in this situation, and I want to move forward in a positive manner, in a constructive manner, in this situation, in this relationship. So with kindness in my heart, let's communicate and bring out what needs to be spoken, what communications we need to have in this situation, and let's bring resolution together, because I care and I want this to work. So it's just a situation where guilt needs to be resolved, recognizing where things have been done, things have been said, and bring forgiveness for self, actually for the other person as well, if he or she has part of responsibility in it, of course. But I'm seeing a lot of work needed here for self-forgiveness. It might take a few days, maybe, to bring it about, but I think it is important to bring that self-unconditional love and forgiveness in this situation, because what comes next, and that's the last card, is the Sun. What is coming out of the situation is a joyful, shining relationship full of potential, of shared construction, of constructing, building something that is solid and meaningful, and you have a lot of excitement and joy and passion and yeah, excitement in this relationship. Of course, you want things to work out, and I'm saying through that card that it will work out. That situation will reverse itself, and you will find back that friendship, that connection that you always wanted to have in this particular relationship, at least. But that brought more understanding, more healing, growth within yourself, and an opportunity to move forward with more aligned, more excited and passionate about your relationships. All I also have to say for today. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching.